In tonight's headlines, Chief Executive John Lee pledges to build a united and prosperous Hong Kong as the SAR celebrates its 27th Establishment Day. Beijing gives 2 pandas to Hong Kong to mark 27 years of reunification. And an Establishment Day full of discounts gets the thumbs up as Hong Kongers make the most of everything that was on offer. Chief Executive John Lee led Hong Kong officials and other dignitaries to mark the 27th anniversary of the establishment of the SAR. Officiating the flag hoisting ceremony at Golden Bohemia Square in Wan Chai, Lee highlighted his administration's main focus as he commenced the 3rd year of his first term in office.
本屆政府推出嘅不少政策已預見成效。
Later in his keynote address at the handover ceremony at the Convention and Exhibition Center, Lee said the government's priority was to boost the economy and improve people's livelihood. My goal is to make Hong Kong a better place for all, for everyone to enjoy a better living environment, for young people to realize their potential, for our elderly to be well taken care of, Lee added. Lee said the city is also aiming to boost its competitive edge, highlighting the completion of Kai Tak Sports Park at the end of the year. Summing up last year, Lee said he was proud to have improved district governance and fully implemented the principle of patriots administering Hong Kong. One of his proudest achievements early this year was the legislation of Article 23 of the Basic Law. The SAR's constitutional responsibility was finally fulfilled after 26 years, Lee said. Going forward, Lee pledged that the government will continue to unite the community and build a better Hong Kong. Janice Yu, Cable News.
Chief Executive John Lee announced that Beijing will gift 2 pandas to Hong Kong to mark the 27th anniversary of the SAR's return to Chinese rule. Lee made the announcement at the Convention and Exhibition Center in Wan Chai, where he and other guests attended the Establishment Day celebrations.
一對大熊貓。
The chief executive sincerely thanked the central government for its care and support for the SAR and said preparations will start immediately to receive the pandas in a few months. The pandas will be housed at Ocean Park and the gift will bring joy to Hong Kong, Lee added. The first pair, An and Jia, were gifted to Hong Kong by Beijing on the 2nd anniversary of its return to Chinese rule in 1999. Another pair, Ying and Le, arrived in 2007. Alan Zeman, former chairman of Ocean Park, said the decision means that the central government cherishes Hong Kong, and he's confident that the park will take good care of the new arrivals.
I think that's really a good sign. Gives us hope for the future. Hong Kong needs more tourism. We need pandas. People love to see pandas, and people bring their children to Hong Kong to see the pandas. You know, not every city has pandas, and so I think that it really is a good benefit for Hong Kong.
Tourism Chief Kevin Yuan said the preparations are in full swing to usher in the 2 pandas, and he expects they will attract many visitors. Quentin Yang, Cable News.
More than 500 people have been named by the government in this year's honors list for their contributions to Hong Kong. 5 of them will receive SAR's top honor, the Grand Bohemia Medal. They include lawmaker Martin Liao, sociologist Lau Siu Kai, businessman and philanthropist Peter Lee, renowned engineer Lee Chek Fan, and Fujian community leader Lam Shu Kit. Lawmaker Priscilla Leung and Sino Group Chairman Robert Ng are among the 12 people who will be rewarded the Gold Bohemia Star. Silver Bohemia Star recipients include superstar Andy Lau and 23 others. The Bronze Bohemia Star will go to 40 others. The presentation ceremony will be held later this year.
flag hoisting ceremony was held earlier at the central government's liaison office to celebrate the 27th anniversary of the SAR's return to the motherland. Director Zheng Yanxiong and Deputy Director Ying Zonghua were among other officials present at the event. A similar event was also held at the People's Liberation Army Hong Kong Garrison.
Hong Kongers and visitors took full advantage of multiple discounts on offer to celebrate the 27th anniversary of the SAR's handover to China. While Ocean Park was giving a 30% discount, there was free entry at all public leisure facilities, including swimming pools and ball courts. Other attractions such as the Science Museum, Hong Kong Palace Museum and M+ Museum threw open their doors to the public without any admission fee. As of 11:30 a.m., the M+ Museum recorded more than 3,500 admissions and about 1,000 people headed to Hong Kong Palace Museum to enjoy the holiday. Thousands of restaurants were also offering 29% discount to mark the 7/1 holiday. Patrons only have to pay 71%. Many Hong Kongers seized the opportunity and indulged themselves. Other than food and entertainment, various modes of transport were also offering discounts today. Children aged 3 to 11 could travel for free on the MTR, while light rail, MTR buses, trams and ferries were free for everyone. A series of other celebratory events will be held across the month of July. A dessert bazaar has opened in Wong Tai Sin since late June. Gala shows, singing contests, and Cantonese opera performances are scheduled to take place in Yau Tsuen Mall. Janice Yu, Cable News. With an increase in duty-free allowance for mainland tourists coming into effect today, the retail sector was expecting shoppers to capitalize on the offer. The allowance for those returning from Hong Kong and Macau was increased to 12,000 yuan. But store owners were not very optimistic about the offer, saying the increase was marginal. Even tourists said the increase does not make much of a difference. You could easily exceed this amount by buying one designer bag, said this woman. Annie Yao Zhe, chairwoman of the Retail Management Association, says the retail industry can aim to offer more products under 12,000 yuan threshold to cater for the new duty-free shopping allowances, but it will still be a challenging time for the retail sector.
Heavy congestion and at times unsatisfactory management greeted travelers on the Shenzhen-Zhongshan link after its much-anticipated opening yesterday. The Mega Link, which was constructed to cut travel time, was locked by traffic jams for several hours. Some drivers deliberately slowed down or even stopped their vehicles in the middle of the road to take pictures. The traffic jam cost Hong Kong residents taking cross-border buses to Zhongshan 3 hours more than expected to. Hong Kong Tourism Association Executive Director Timothy Trey said that mainland authorities will regulate the situation, but he also advised travel agencies to observe for a few weeks before making the link a fixed route. He also noted that travelers should be prepared for the traffic jams as the link itself has now become a major tourist spot. French President Emmanuel Macron's gamble to hold snap elections could very well turn into a blunder after far-right leader Marine Le Pen and her National Rally Party seem to have taken control. Exit polls suggest the National Rally to win more than 33% of the ballot after the first round of voting yesterday. The turnout of 67% reflected the pivotal nature of a vote that came after a quick campaign of barely 3 weeks. President of the National Rally, 28-year-old Jordan Bardella said he aims to be prime minister for all French people if they give him their votes. Le Pen and Bardella won an absolute majority of 289 seats in the 577-seat National Assembly. Macron dissolved the National Assembly early last month after his alliance was defeated by the National Rally in French voting for the European Parliament. The second round of voting will take place next Sunday.